I'm your host for this morning, and good morning to my co-host Ghost.
Good morning, TNT. Good morning, Trinbagonians. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, good morning to the world.
Good.
And I want to say good morning to those who locked on and listening to us all over the world. Those whose nighttime, good night. Whose evening, good evening. And whose afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you once again for allowing us to come into your space. Good morning, Heavy. Good morning to the man himself. Ranks Entertainment, showing ranks. Quiet but deadly. Keep your eyes on him. He ain't nothing to play with. Yeah, Heavy. There's never a dull moment in TNT. I can say that every goddamn day I come here.
Every day.
Sedition probe for Duke.
Wow.
You know, we have a prime minister in this country goes by the name of Rowley. He believed that he's the god to the black people in Trinidad and Tobago because I know he respects the 1% which are the Syrians that we call the 1%, and the rich Indians, the 1%ers. In this day and age, a man call you a stink mouth and you want to charge him with sedition. You know, when we had a sitting prime minister, a female sitting prime minister that you told to take her bill and shove it, listeners, where the monkey put the nuts. And all your PNM supporters, even female, didn't see nothing wrong with that because they used to abuse. And it is sad when women who used to abuse think that that's the way you're supposed to be treated. But today, I don't know what personal agenda you have with Duke. If he stop you from having an affair with somebody that you're not supposed to have an affair with. I'm just asking questions. So don't play coming after me. And remember, I know who you go to in Lekito. Now, saying all this to say this. While Rome is burning, you want a man to be charged for sedition. While the country is starving, we have the papers talking about Duke. Mainstream media just get on things that we don't give two hoop about, or we don't give two beep beep about. Cause I just cuss it. You know, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and to the wider world, I want you all to really listen to what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. I want the Queen. I will love the Queen to get up from her throne or wherever she's sitting on, or whichever extra king-size bed she's on, and listen to us. The Lords of England. I would like you all to listen. The UN. I would like you all to get involved in what goes on in this country today. We have young black men dying every goddamn day, and this is what we worry about. We put a young man in charge of national security and don't have no good news for us. We spend millions, billions after billions every year, but yet still our youths in this country, especially black youths, are not safe. But yet still, our burning issue is that Mr. Duke from Tobago that win a seat in Tobago is under arrest for calling King Kunumunu, the Prime Minister, stinkmouth. Wow. I wouldn't like to see what they do to you if you call him a stink bottom. Because if today in the 21st century, 2019, we are acting as if we still in 1919, when black people don't have no rights to speak or to vote. In this little twin island of ours, are we speeding backward? that we put someone to the hem of our country to make sure that our safety, housing, education, and healthcare is on point, and none is on point. Trinidad and Tobago and the wider world, my heart grieves for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, even the ignorant ones, even the ones that have no sense, that believe that Dr. Rowley care about black people. There's a young lady that walking around and just spitting gua all over Facebook by the name of Kim Cole.
Who is she?
She used to be some UNC either. I don't want to go wrong. Either she was an alderman or something, but somebody will correct me. She on this thing about Kamala Persad-Bissessar is not putting black people in the right position or put them in stronghold. Kim Cole and them is on a drive about self. Because I never saw Kim Cole in Laventille. I never saw her in Beetham. I never saw her in any part of PNM stronghold that she's supporting the PNM all of a sudden now. This woman who's on 102 now went to Iowa and begged for a spot on 91.9 and they run her like a dog. Somehow or the other she get through.
She on 102?
She on 102. 102 surprised me.
What time to what time?
I think it's on a Sunday for something. I don't really care about her time. I write up something last night on
But
her.
she wasn't a guest on Aisha Wells' show?
No. One time and then when they was making all the noise when I was upset.
Right.
And then she started going on with Juliet.
All right.
And then Juliet could run you, you and shit.
Wow.
So Juliet run her out of the station. So she's on 102 now, Power 102. And you really had to ask yourself if black people is so vulnerable. Like we always want somebody to stand up for us. Like we don't want to stand up for ourselves. That we have somebody like Kim
Cole stand up for she not stand up for me?
Oh, she's standing for black people.
She stand up for black
Yeah,
people?
she says her fight is for black people.
Her fight is for black people?
No. The PNM is in power. The People National Movements, which is pressure niggas more, is in power. But Kim Cole is calling on Kamala Persad-Bissessar, who is in opposition, to put black people in key position. You ever hear a moron statement? you know,
It's unbelievable.
Wait.
It's unbelievable.
Heavy.
Wait.
This woman.
Wait. Stop the press.
All right, hold on.
Stop the press.
Hold the press.
Kim Cole
Yeah.
says she fighting for black people.
Yes.
And she is on social media and on radio cussing Kamala for not putting
Black people in key positions.
in key positions.
Like stronghold in the UNC. She didn't come and say Dr.
Wait,
Rowley
wait,
was
wait,
wrong for moving for Gerald Hines and putting an Indian.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kim Cole right in she head?
No, you see.
How come she attacking Kamala? Kamala not in power?
Oh.
So what she want Kamala to do? Take out all the East Indian from her
key
party
position,
and put black people.
Yeah.
Will she?
Go ahead.
Will she come out? Because what kind of logic is that?
I'm confused.
I don't understand what she's trying to do.
Kim Cole, it's hard to confuse me.
She's at UNC, she's at PNM, where she is?
She don't know where she at.
The truth is unbelievable. The truth is unbelievable.
Hear what I put up on Facebook for her. I say,
Let me go and find this woman on Facebook.
yeah, look on that Kingsley arm with it. Let me tell you something what's so dread. She is fighting for black people. She's the voice of black people. No, she's not speaking about the government that is in power right now, that's suffering black Trinidadians and Tobagonians. This government is suffering Trinbagonians across the board. If you're in a 1% or a light-skinned rich Indian, you're doomed under this PNM government. But this lady, woman, or whatever the hell all they want to call her, Jagabat, whatever all they want to call her, because her statement to me is something like a Jagabat will be talking about. And Kim, I makes no apologies. And I'm hoping that you take God out your thought and come after me. Because you went after Kingsley and God Christopher. You see, I'm not for sale. Never was and never will be. And like I put on your page, once you are a nigger under the PNM that don't support you, your family, or even your constituency, it is okay to be a nigger under the PNM and just get a pat on your head. Good boy, good girl. Good boy, good girl. They dare not put their hands on the Syrian and call them no goddamn good boy and good girl. Hear how they tap them on the head. Millions and billions of dollars. While our constituency and our community starve. Not even running water, Kim Cole. But you want to call on Kamala Persad-Bissessar while she sit in the opposition? You so want to be recognized under the PNM, and I put this too on your page. I said, good luck. And every fight is not your fight, and you pick up the wrong fight. I even see Aisha ask the question, what the hell is wrong with Kim Cole? Kingsley respond, that's your people. Talk to them. Aisha Welch stood and said, that's a grown woman. I don't have to speak to her, but I hope she know what she's doing. In this little twin island, we have people just pop up. Everybody tell themselves it's a free for all. And the only way they believe they can get in front or be recognized is talking for us. Talking for the black people in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk for your goddamn self, because you know all you're only talking for self. All this propaganda and all this kind of dressing up in sheep clothing, and we can see straight through the sheep clothing that y'all are wolves. Kim Cole and a bunch of y'all are wolves in sheep clothing. And we fed up. We fed up. We have enough people fighting for us. You was a failure, Kim Cole. You was a failure with the Black Caucus. You went after a great man. And hear what I'm saying this? A great man called David Muhammad. That is when I know you mad. That's when I know you out of your mind. That's when I know you had to be smoking cocaine to go after David Muhammad for all your own personal agenda. I don't know if you get tired of lying down on your back. Things didn't work out. Pick your fight, woman. Pick your fight. And make sure you pick your fight right. This arena here don't have no time to powder and pamper nobody. It's either you're in, you're out, or you're for yourself. And as far as I could see, you is all about self. You don't even know how good to pretend. Anybody right now you have to blame for black people is the government that is in power. The government that we, not me, let me take myself out of that. The government that black people in Trinidad and Tobago believe is for them. And it is so ignorant They are so ignorant that they are seeing with their own two eyes that God have given them to see with. That the government of the day don't give two shit if they live or die.
The truth is unbelievable. The truth is unbelievable.
But yet still, they support wicked and evilness. Even the PNM from before, giving y'all a little props now, even though I know y'all never like us. They know how us to kiss us before they screw us. Today, you hearing the screw turning with a screwdriver with no Vaseline. That's how the screw is going up in us now. No Vaseline.
The truth is unbelievable. The truth is unbelievable.
And you gonna look at us and tell us,
Oh my God.
that the PNM is the best thing for black people? Well, may God help us. I think God just fed up of us too. Like, I try to show you all each and every one of you all the right way, but yet still you all pick the devil. No matter what we try to show you all love the devil. Because you want to whine and you want to do all kind of rudeness on the beach late at night. Or you get so raw now, all of the rudeness on the beach in the day. To hell with them trying who's seen it, because they see the mother and father doing it. That is where we reach in this twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. We lose respect for each other. We don't care about each other no more. Once I get mine, to hell with who don't get theirs. But we're about to change that. Ranks Entertainment and the truth, believing the truth or not, with Heavy and Ghost, we will change this country. With Philip Alexander, with Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and the rest of people that care about TNT first after God. TNT first after God. We are about to make a better Trinidad and Tobago. And I'll put Duke in there all because this seduction bullshit. So Dr. Rowley, thank you. Thanks.
I have a lot of comments here it goes. I have a lot of people in the chat that saying good morning for the longest while.
Morning.
So let me tell them good morning now. Go up in the chat there, show and let me see who on.
Go ahead, do you?
Right?
And we ain't forgetting land date. Dr. Rowley, we ain't forget land date, you know. And all the rest of money you're wasting in Trinidad and Tobago. We're about to put you front line. Go ahead, Heavy.
Good morning to Jenny C. Paul.
Morning, Jenny.
Good morning to Wendy and John. Good morning to Harry Shambadi. Good morning to Joycelyn Fleming. Good morning. Curtis Mitchell joined. Vanessa Haynes. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Ellen Thomas.
Morning.
All right, Harry Shambadi saying good morning to you, Ghost. And showing ranks.
Morning.
Good morning to Philip Ramjet.
Morning.
Good morning to Wendy and John's looking for Shanshan. But more Shanshan ain't come on yet. Anita Ramke soon. Good morning. Orika Miller, she's on.
Orika on, bye.
Jenny Seaport is saying she sell her soul, Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kim
Ghost
sell her
and
soul.
Heavy.
For nothing.
When are you coming back on 919?
Hell no. Hell no. That's an Indian hating station. Let me say it again. Hell no.
Wow.
That is go listen to the program. Go listen to the programs that they have in there. Poor Piper trying his best with the little 1 hour they give him. And Mr. Thomas, all of them, deceitful set of Christians, just come after him.
Yeah.
So go listen and come back here and give me the report.
All right, Philip said that is how the whole of the PNM behaving like Caroline Power.
Yeah.
That woman.
Thank you,
that woman tired to fight Philip Alexander on Synergy. She tried to fight Philip Alexander on Synergy. It's sad. The election.
Oh, Philip beat up on that.
The election will be one of the worst. This election will be one of the worst. It wouldn't be based on issues and performance. It would definitely be on race.
Yeah, race. That
more than ever.
But Heavy, That is what Dr. Raleigh will go wrong because it will not be on race anymore because we passed that stage.
Andy Shuko is saying morning. All right.
Morning, Suko.
Aisha is saying Rowley Franklin fought all over the country.
Yeah.
But Rowley
You are the him.
and seeing what Avinash Singh in Felicity, a PNM member planting hundreds of
Yes.
acres of Caribbean
Yes.
land in Felicity.
Yes.
Where's that?
All right. Let me explain where it is. If you go around where Shogun's police station is,
Right.
you turn and you come there, right? When you reach to the stop sign,
I know what Felicity is.
you make no, you ain't going that far.
Uh-huh.
I tell you where he planted. He planted on oh God, Perseverance.
Right.
Partner, all the acres of land wrong that he planted.
Who's that?
Avinash Singh, they had him in the position where they now give to the member for parliament from over for Laventille East.
Leon's.
Yeah.
What position again,
They
Leon?
gave him the parliament secretary.
Avinash Singh was the parliament secretary.
Yes, he was.
And he's the MP for what?
He lost his seat.
So what he doing down there?
That's what I'm saying. He get land to plant.
Who gave him that land?
But who else? He in the PLM.
So
He's a PLM.
So they give
He
him,
lost his seat.
so they gave him acres of land.
Acres of land.
A Caroni land?
Yes. All like any land.
And we planting.
Well, I'll pass back today and take a picture. What's that? Heavy? When I see pipes on the run, so I ask the people in the neighborhood. That's all I have in that sing on.
What? We get money from the buy of that land.
No.
Who we buy that land from?
No, you don't have to buy it.
He leased it.
Don't lease it either. Government
He gave it free.
is give land to you once you're doing
Agriculture.
Agriculture. Is that I think they just do, right?
Oh, hold up.
Right. Go ahead.
Goes. I, with my secondary school education,
I have 5 acres. I just ain't gonna talk about it yet, but go ahead.
right? I know there's a process
It is.
in order to acquire state land to do
Correct.
farming.
Correct.
Right? It's a process. You ain't going to get no land just so.
Nope.
Right? Because that state land all up by me.
Yep.
Right? And I know I can't get it.
You better go on it one time. You better go on it.
The truth is unbelievable.
That's how this works. You know.
Unbelievable.
The only bad thing about it, you're black. The only bad thing about it, Heavy.
Wow, I want to call Kim Cole
Oh,
to come and fight my fight for
she
me.
know she ass from she elbow.
Go push back up, show ranks. So we'll read some real comments. Oh, look, get up the numbers many times.
The numbers to call are 278-2009. 278-2009. Call it, let's see if we get the line fixed on WhatsApp.
Tamika George just joined us. For long.
Welcome to Mika George. And to call WhatsApp
Wow.
is 301-1415. 301-1415.
Right.
Get interactive with
Oh,
us.
Heavy, what's up? Long time. That's All-Star Gordon. No, Alistair?
Yeah.
Alistair Gordon. Jennifer Logan is saying good morning, Ghost and Heavy. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
No, Jennifer. Jeffrey, sorry.
Hey,
Jeffrey Logan, sorry.
You're calling Jeffrey.
Ellen Thomas.
Jeffrey, I'll call it Jennifer from now, Jeffrey.
Ellen Thomas is on. All of them is country.
Morning, Jeffrey, anyway.
Man together. Savitri Mario say morning. Rowley building his $18 million home in Tobago.
Yeah.
To hell with
Well,
the rest.
Yeah, well, that was the whole talk on most of the talk shows this morning. Rowley billing to make sure. But you know what's so sad?
Wait, before you go, the whole lot out. Philip Ramjet is saying, yes, PNM fix him good.
Thank you.
Heavy, here's a PNM, nothing for you. For long, I
Most keep up the good work with it. PNM, nothing for you, yeah. Well said there, Philip.
Cathy Jofi is saying, oh God, finally morning. All right, let me see. So, let's the voice notes. Do you have any voice notes there showing? All right.
Heavy, and you know, Dr. Rowley, it might not be the sad thing. You ain't gonna live in that house. I telling you ain't gonna get to live in that house.
Anyway,
You're gonna dead before you live in that house.
I want to go back.
You with your wicked ways. I want you to remember God don't sleep. And the same thing that you put on to poor people in this country is not just you. It's your generation after generation will feel your curse that you put onto this country. You wicked black man. Black, I don't think you're black anymore. You're a wicked white man. So you believe you're white. Me and you, Dr. Rowley, I afraid you, yes? I don't understand how you could hate your own. Why I keep saying his own. How you can hate people so? How can you hate black people that much that you want to put them under pressure right through and then come back and lie and say you doing the best for black people? You ask the question, what have Kamala did for Africans in this country? To hell with that question. What the hell have you done for Carnage and Diego Martin? I'm not even asking what have you done for black people. No. Let me rephrase that. What have you done for the black people? Scorpion, School Street, Bagatelle, all these places and them in Carnage and Diego Martin. I'm not even asking Laventille because I know you don't like Laventille. You just come and mama guide them. There's some black boys up there love you. One call Buck. He love you. You can ride here at night time. First he love you.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. You never done anything for black people, Dr. Rowley?
Yep, he did.
Yes, suffer them.
He better pull.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Because I want to go back. You're jumping ship, you're jumping.
I ain't jumping.
You're like a
yes, what's going on with Heinz there now?
Oh God, you're burning like a
yes, what's going on with Heinz?
Yeah, let me comment on, you want me to comment on Watson Duke?
Nah.
You started with Watson Duke.
Yeah, I keep
You're
going because
you're going
there's so much burning the shoe under this black man, man. This black man that
started
run the
with
country.
Watson Duke. You're going on Kim Cole, Kim Kardashian or whoever she name
Yes, thinking ask him.
Right? You jump on Rowdy, you jump back off, you're going on with the man who had the land down for the city, then they come back on Rowdy house.
I say that, I'm responding to the people.
And then they want to go on for Gerald Hines.
I ain't going here yet. That later on.
Let me throw in a little comment here with regards to this
Duke
situation with Watson Duke. And this,
so hold on, you say all that just to come there?
No, I want no.
Just go there, now, man.
You was talking.
But just go there.
I had to take my time with you, you know. It is jumping like Wednesday. Today Thursday.
I will call
No.
Eric William for you.
No. People of Trinidad and Tobago, right? Sedition probe for Duke.
Yeah.
They want to charge Duke for sedition. Section 3 of the Act defines sedition.
Colonial.
Now, I want to explain a little what is sedition. Sedition is an old, ancient, old law that the King Henry VIII, I am King Henry VIII, I am, right, came up with for the people of the court, the lords, and even the layman, and the priests, even the Catholic Church, that he can do what he want and nobody mustn't say anything. That when he had us, that's why he wanted to go and marry the divorce his wife, the queen, and had married several wives, which at the time was against the law of the Catholic Church. So he chose the Catholic Church and he opened his own church, which is now the Anglican Church of England. This law called sedition is simply don't say anything about the king. You cannot say anything about the king.
Anything bad.
Anything bad. You'll be locked up and thrown to the dungeon for sedition. Bordering on sedition is what you call treason. So they will charge up, they will lock you up for sedition and then try to put a treason charge on you to kill you, to hang you, or chop off your head, or however. This law that been handed down by the Queen of England in our colonial days have not been enforced. It's one of them old archaic law like obscene language.
Never was enforced in Trinidad.
Was never enforced. You know when they hold it and they are not none of the get to obscene language charge and a resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like this sedition law. They are not told it for, you know. I can't tell when last somebody in Trinidad and Tobago was held for sedition.
Remember, Duke is a threat in Tobago right now, you know.
Goes.
All right.
I am saying this to say, the police service, right? And I'm not blaming Gary Griffith here. I'm blaming whoever in the police
But
service.
Gary Griffith is the head.
No, but Gary Griffith had nothing to do with this. This is the assistant commissioner do this, you know. Went and
Oh, Rowley Friend. Rowley Friend. Say it over this. But go ahead. I hope I...
order people to lock up Watson Duke on sedition. Now, hear what? This and what the donkey put down in the grass, in the field, is the same thing. Crap.
Shit. Shit, you're saying.
Are we living now in a country that you cannot say anything? Then
Yeah,
goes, we have to be careful.
Once Rowley in charge.
We have to be careful.
You know what a white man said that Rowley would have been smiling? You know if Duke was white.
Where is freedom of talk?
Freedom of speech will exist in Trinidad, buddy.
Freedom of speech will exist in
Not
Trinidad?
in this country.
What?
Under Rowley? All right, talk your talk. Look, we ever saying you never mind God.
My God.
Look, we ever saying that you never identify that God as your son.
Are we now in a state of dictatorship? They Fidel Castro? Is this Hitler? Is it Mao? Kim Jong-un? Are we living in a
Venezuela?
Venezuela? Maduro?
Since he meet Maduro.
Idi Amin?
Since he made Maduro. He acted just like Maduro, you know.
Mugabe?
I'm watching Trump every night, you know. Oh. Even Trump can't stop the media from saying
what did it cost Trump?
They say Trump is the dumbest human being that ever lived here. We have a call.
We have a call.
Call her live. Call her morning.
Morning caller.
I like get in trouble again now. Call her, talk up. Don't listen to me on the air. Just talk. She wants some of them listening this week. Call her, you're live on Ranks Entertainment Radio.
On? What are going?
Call her, you're on still, you know.
Hello?
Rowley! See that, Rowley? Rowley calling me the one. We don't talk about me. Alright. Showing how this luck by wrong with you.
Apparently we're not getting that caller.
Yeah. That's
Call us back. Try again. Let me get the lines back up and
Let me
running.
move one again now. Go ahead.
Right? So, I say all that to say that poor Watson Duke called the Prime Minister stink mouth and he had to get locked up.
But the Prime Minister calling people all kind of name.
Duke PSA leader in trouble for insightful speech.
Hold on. So when Imbert tell us he going and raise gas again and they haven't rioted as yet. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, my slaves, haven't rioted as yet.
You should have charged you for sedition.
Yeah. Call her live. Call her morning. Hello. Call her, talk up, move to the right of your phone and keep talking.
Showing how to fix that line.
Yeah, we gotta do something about that line. 2 in a row, can't be the caller.
I'm going to call it and see. I'm going to call the
We
show.
do not test here on the show live.
Yeah, we're going to do a test.
We do a live test. All right, so hold on to me feedback. Because we really want your... Hey, Biggs, morning. I'm answering Rowley call. Hey, they don't joke, you know. All right, go ahead now. Yeah, said? Hello? You hear me? Yeah, but we're not hearing you back on the line. Yeah. So once you're hearing me and I'm hearing you, we know we have a problem.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is that Jack showing?
Oh, let me have a bad Jack.
Hello?
Right.
Good hear me now?
How you hear me?
Right.
Sylvester, thanks for joining us.
Right, so let's call now.
Now you can call. I call as we fix the call. Hey, Rowley, don't call me, you know. Keep your call to yourself. All right? No. Go ahead, Evie.
Yes. So I really want to find out what the hell? What the hell? All I nothing to do.
Yeah. The country's starving.
Oh God, man! All I nothing to do.
People losing their jobs.
I feel this is a red herring, you know.
Everything they do. I like how you say that.
This is you see this?
Yeah.
It's a red herring.
Keep us distracted at all
Yeah,
times.
because they don't want you to know that for the past 3 days we had 7 murders now, boy. The old lady was shot to death. The young girl, the man who was
mother.
selling doubles, the farmer, all over just murders.
The one in the car.
The man in the car.
Wow.
Yeah. So, while we studying Duke, and we studying the blasted toothless bulldog president
Yeah.
to come up
The
and
hell with Bulldog. Bulldog don't work no more.
Yeah.
She's a pit bull with no teeth in the mouth. All the dog. A pit bull with no teeth in the mouth, all that pit bull could do is gum you down.
Right.
You ain't getting no bite.
Distractions. Show of the public.
Yeah.
What it is going on in the background?
Ah.
What are they hiding?
Yeah. What they hiding again?
What do they want us to know?
Every Monday morning a shiny toy.
Eh? What is going on? Now, Ghost, I don't even want to talk about Kim Comey. Want to get
Yeah, I don't talk about that.
We don't want to give
I don't talk about that jagabat already.
I don't want
That political jagabat.
I don't want to give her no free
That
advertisement.
political jagabat. I don't talk about shit
Oh,
already.
she defending black people.
Yeah.
Chat, man. You don't
Defend
know.
your own black ass. Don't talk
Yeah.
about defending us.
She
We don't want to
looking, she
defend from
looking
you.
for scrum. She looking for a CPEP contract.
Yeah.
Around the she a CPEP contract
Yeah.
and she a she out.
Heinz, call she and tell she go and get a company register like you tell the rest of your boy and them.
Yeah.
And them give them contract. I remember I know this as a fact, Heinz.
All right.
Caller, morning. Caller, you're live.
Hi, you only hear me now, Heavy and Ghost. Good morning.
Yes, we hear you now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm calling from Central, enjoying the program.
Thank you.
You see this thing with the alleged holding of the PSA president? No, gentlemen, we have to remember something, eh? Politicians in this country tend to figure everybody in this country have 9 days wonders, and we just forget, and that we don't read. You understand? And they don't have social media for us to do our research. Remember recently there were allegations of a minister under this government. And within a matter of few months, right, we are going into a major election, right? Remember, the Prime Minister came out and he spoke about the Marlene allegation. Let's say allegation.
Yeah.
And it's not only her alone. Remember, it's people around her relative, and also it is alleged a family member of the Prime Minister was one in the critical position. So they feel this, but they don't want it to be on. They don't want that situation to be on the hot topic because they know very well it is going to affect the PNM and the chances at the poll, especially the local government. So what they will do, it looks like they are, to me and others, I stand to be corrected, but it is glaring that the position of the Commissioner of Police becomes a political one now. You understand?
Yeah.
It does not look that the office of the Commissioner of Police is independent. You understand? Remember, Watson
Wow.
Duke is a popular individual, right? And anything surrounding his name, the media will gravitate to it. That's number one.
Right.
People in society will gravitate to him as well because he's popular. Also, he wears many hats. You understand me? So, yes, people will gravitate to his story, anything surrounding him. Remember, he became very popular when he attempted to swim. And anytime you touch Watson Duke or there's anything surrounding him, both Trinidadians and Tobagonians will be conscious and will be affected. So, according to you, Heavy, it is a red herring. We ain't buying that.
Mm-hmm.
You
Thank you.
understand? We still want to know how come the PS who signed the damn check, we ain't hear nothing about she yet. We still want to know the staff in the accounting unit who prepared the sheet and the document and make sure everything was in order. How come them not interviewed yet? We're not letting this down. I, as a taxpayer, and I damn dissatisfied with that thing.
Caller,
Yes, Effie.
what's your name? What is caller?
My name is Miss. I am a former alderman. I serve in public life. My name is Miss Jofi.
Okay.
Okay,
right?
Miss Juby.
And I never stole nothing.
All right.
And it upset me to see people in public life interfering with the public purse.
Yeah, for real.
All
And
right.
Heavy, that is why I just follow you. You know, you're very independent.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And keep listening and tell a friend to tell a friend about the program, okay?
I will, Heavy.
Good.
Thanks
Share
a
the
lot.
live. Good.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
You see, Heavy. You see,
Or like call we and talk to we.
you see how it is. The kind of callers that we have and listeners here, and my heart go out. She's a patriot.
Yep.
I want to give you that. He's a patriot, and I know your heart go out when you see the kind of nonsense that's going on in our country today, and you have people that support it. You have people that believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I told you when he says a red herring, I say, yes, it is.
Yeah, there's
People
all
have to be
this is
red-herring.
propaganda. Let me tell you something, man.
Millions and billions of dollars spending.
When other watch you papers, watch all the papers and them propaganda, you know, let me tell you something. Right? Nobody don't get locked up for sedition.
No.
Them didn't know what the whole Upton Duke for.
They came up with that.
What? The man that's vexed, he called what Upton Duke called him a sink mouth and he called the police. No, in all honesty, I want to let people know Guy Griffith is not in the country.
Okay.
Right? So the only man is the assistant.
So that come like
So-
the firing the last time.
But when Guy Griffith leave, you don't tell nobody because you don't want nobody to know when he's not here.
All right.
You understand where I'm coming from?
But we paying the money.
He's going to get things to come back, whoever in and out now, boy. You understand? Remember, he's the police commissioner. He can't have information like that when he go in and when he come in and whatever the case will be. It's national security. Anyway, because I think you would have come out already in the media.
Yeah.
Guy Griffith would have tell them, go and let go of what's in you. That make no
so
sense.
this acting commissioner,
He's a sheep. He's a gopher. He's one of them.
and you know was it just for a drink of rum?
Well, whatever.
You know he getting all like that maybe it's just for a drink of rum.
Anyway, I don't want to stay there
Yeah, keep going.
because
The PNM know how to distract this nation.
you know how to distract.
Oh,
You know how to distract all you. Right? We have our next call.
call her live.
Hello, good morning.
Calling back. You see that acting commissioner or the top? back and do your research. When it had the issue on Sealat, who was the person in front with the camera, the acting commissioner? And the commissioner of police was out of the country. Remember that. I wanted to go further.
Wow.
Go back and check who was the officer that brought Jamaat, the imam, to court. Go and do your research.
All right.
Oh, wow.
I got to look up on that.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
I got to look at that, Miss Jofield. Right? I have some people to bring here on this show. Right? Normal people. Right? They told me they want to come on the show because they have a lot of information and they would like to come here and speak. So I inviting all who want to come on the show to come and speak, come. Right?
Well said, Philip. This program is...
I have a guy called Shaka to come here on the show soon. He's really trying to help the youths and them in our community.
That's a man we know.
Right? And you have football and all these things going on with the youths and thing. And the problem is he's getting no help.
You don't, Heavy. When coming to sports in our community, let us be real. When coming to spending money in sports in our community, you know, I want to apologize to all the listeners and people that's on Facebook and everything today, because I was started off with the budget last night and I didn't finish it to show how much money allocated for sports, national security, and our healthcare system.
You had it?
And I left it home.
Y'all
Y'all will be ashamed to know the condition our healthcare is in. Sports for the youths and them, that once is youths, I don't know this government hate youths and love the old that are about to die. I don't know what is the problem with this government and the youths. I really don't know. But go ahead, Heavy.
Also, there's a new procurement legislation, and it's but around a procurement board or like a ministry, or I can't remember what they call them. Right? But they are in charge of all procurements now. Right? They have been in the making from since
We didn't have that all the time?
no, we had the procurement legislation.
Okay.
Now there's a procurement board where everything had to go through, and right now they're still in the process. They'll be ready by end of September.
They can be ready by
What they're doing, they're actually training people, and they're going to every ministry and training. They have to retrain the staff and the PS. So now that when they have to distribute contracts, it have to pass through the procurement board.
But always had to, Heavy.
With the legislation, they're now putting it into an act. They're now getting the whole thing.
So like how Rowley and Young went to Australia to buy a boat for $1 billion, 2 boats for $1 billion.
They're not supposed to do that.
But they,
And if they
but
do
they
it-
wasn't supposed to do that.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Okay, right. But now they can be, well, they could have been charged and arrested, but they know the whole loopholes and all the drama now. But with this new board of procurement, things supposed to be looking up. So I want to say, you know, we're supposed to be looking forward to better things with regards to that. Right? I want to get some more information as it comes along, and I'm going to give it to you. Once I get that information, I'm trying to get the number for the guy to invite him here to the show so that he could explain. Right? Right. Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, we have an next
Yeah, let's
call.
call. Call a morning, you're live.
Heavy and good.
Morning.
Yeah, just want to commend you guys on the good job you're doing.
Thank you a million.
Okay, and Heavy,
Yeah.
I know why you're making no excuses for Gary Griffith.
Uh-huh.
Gary Griffith could have made one phone call and tell him, here we're going, well, you're doing what you do is nonsense. So no, the man, please. Don't be making no excuses for Gary
Uh-huh.
Griffith.
Thank you for
right.
observing. Thank you for the observation.
All right, caller.
When Gary get the job as commissioner, I really thought he would But slowly but surely realize that Gary is a PNM puppet.
Yep. That's what they put in
He
there.
is a PNM puppet. So please don't be making no excuses for him.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, caller.
All right, caller, thank you.
I like that. I really like that. Caller, thank you for your observation. Because you know why? We allow politicians in our country to get away with too much. And I'm telling you all this with no apologies, and I'm not going to make any excuse. The UNC had did a lot for the 5 years that even I was saying, if the PNM had did what the UNC did in 5 years and 3 months, that the rest of PNM doesn't make you forget the 3 months. If the PNM had been doing that from 1956, today we'd have been looking for things to do. Like licking down mountain and do roads and making road go straight back to North America. That is what we would have been doing today if we was doing what was done in 5 years and 3 months.
Every single time a government comes in, they will tell the country, ban your belly, and they PNM, eh?
No, that's PNM.
Ban
Tighten
your
your belt.
belly,
Tighten your belt.
tighten your belt.
Right now,
Wean off the government.
all my loops gone.
Stop looking for handouts.
Yeah.
We have no money. They have no money to pay back pay. Imagine a prime minister telling public servants, stop quarreling for their money because if I pay all you got to go home.
Yeah. All you could get all your back pay, no?
Or they get all the back pay, no?
But promise all you going home.
Or they go home.
No.
What kind of threat? That's not sedition.
Yeah. Against the citizens of this country that hire
That's
you.
sedition.
That hire you.
Yeah.
Against the citizens of this country that hire you. And to add insult to injury, as a lazy prime minister and a lazy minister, you told the nation, you work for your money, you want all your money, every red cent.
And you want it on time.
You want it on time. So it is okay that the citizens of this country work for their money also, but they must get it whenever you feel like giving it to them. So you see all of deceitful, conniving, and a bunch of liars?
Okay. So
they shun me
the
then
prime
for calling
minister
you a liar.
could tell the public servants, if you get your money,
Yeah.
if I give her a little back pay, let her go home. Right? But you want your money, you want all they want it on time.
Every red cent.
Every red cent. You even went on to raise your pension. Yeah, man. Raise my pension. So when I'm done, when I retire, I have money to sit down.
I don't tell all he ain't gonna collect that.
Because I want to ask you something. And I want to ask others something. Because if you live in your house with your wife and you have big children, you ever see you have a big daughter, right?
Yeah.
And you live in, and you become the prime minister. So you know when you become the prime minister, you live in the prime minister's residence where the state is paying for you.
Taxpayers.
Right? You and your wife living there. I don't expect you to leave your wife somewhere else.
No, my wife had to live here.
If you have young children,
They have to live
They
there.
have to live there
under
too.
the age of 18.
yeah, you have young children. You understand? Man, they don't want to be under the age of 18. What is
hell
your
with that.
children?
You had to get out.
But if your daughter is married to her husband, why your husband and your daughter, why she husband and your daughter had to live in the same prime minister residence with you?
You want me to tell you why?
What?
Because we have a Maduro. It's a Maduro. I know why he didn't pick up all his friends
Wait
and
a
family
minute.
and bring them there to live too.
So
Let we mind them.
we taxpayer dollars had to mind his son-in-law.
You know who I hear
He-
was bringing that to the public domain for a long time now? Kingsley.
So all the
2
children,
years Kingsley been talking about that.
all the children, the stepchildren,
Yeah.
the grandchildren,
Yeah.
everybody must live there and eat, drink, drive car, free gas, free food,
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
transport, travel allowance, everything
Free
on taxpayers.
free healthcare too, because that's his daughter. That's his daughter's father-in-law.
Wait that.
Coffee is his daughter's father-in-law.
Wait that goes.
Coffee is his daughter, father-in-law.
So
That's the reason why we spend all them millions of dollars to keep him alive.
Wait.
Coffee supposed to done dead, you know.
Yeah, I'm find out now. Wait.
It is illegal.
Is the constitution that
No. I'm jumping ahead of your question.
anybody that I feel to come in the prime minister residence and live, not stay for a time, not visit, I talk about live,
Kamala Prasad Bissasa's sister,
right?
one individual,
Right?
was in the diplomatic center.
Right. And I talk about that.
Even Cain raised. Cain raised from hell. He rise again. Jesus walked on water for that. The pagan people went to town on that. You know, Kamala Prasad Bissessa stay by some people who wants to get contract. The woman in the pack she bag and run. First they started beat up on Kamala Prasad Bissessa.
No ghost.
I'm just trying to show you how all this thing add up.
Yeah,
but
but
Dr. Rowley and them could do it. Dr. Rowley could afford to call AV Drilling and tell him, hey, they on to us. Dr. Rowley could bring Tom, Sam, all white people to live. All of them to live among him. And on taxpayers. On
Ghost.
taxpayers' expense. And guess what?
I have a problem with it.
No, you do. You do. But the PNM supporters that voice their opinion more than everybody else in this country believe that once you are PNM, whatever you do,
if it's a
you're
man
right.
and they're married, even if it's the prime minister's daughter, you have a right to go and get a house.
Yeah.
And
And the Prime Minister will get your house. Because your house all about.
yeah.
With landed money, you can buy house anyway. So, what your son-in-law doing there? You kind of funny or what?
Where's son not doing in taxpayers' house? That is not Rowley's house, you know. That is the prime minister of Trinidad, which means if the prime minister change, somebody else have to use that house.
Yes.
Right? Why are you? Is it because you are prime minister?
You do what you want.
You do what you want?
Yeah. That's
With taxpayers' money?
If you look at Dr. Rowley legacy and look at how Dr. Rowley behaved, yeah, your family will stay there with you. Your family, your wife, your children could stay there with you. Not no sister, no goddamn brother and cousin and nephew and all them things there.
What's your in-laws?
Oh God, and what's your in-laws? Your in-laws cannot stay
No,
there. They can come and visit,
You can come and visit.
but you got to go.
You understand?
You
where
can
I'm
come
coming
and eat taxpayers' money on a weekend. Barbecue.
Yeah.
But don't live on with money.
They're actually living there.
Yeah, you're living for free.
No, you have perks. Right?
I wonder if you try and get perks too.
The
But the way how them getting on, the way how Dr. Rowley moving like Maduro, Mugabe and them fellas and them, I wonder if he have a salary for everybody in the family, including, here was saying I'm asking, because there's things that we sweep under the rug, and there's questions that we don't ask. Is Dr. Rowley's son-in-law collecting money from us? Is his children collecting a salary when the money come from us? I'm just asking questions. It might sound dumb.
I don't know.
But the way how this gringos, this Clint Eastwood, this good, the bad, and the ugly acting,
goes.
you want to ask this question. Is everybody that live among them receive a check?
Goes.
Heavy is it frightening heavy?
It's frightening. You know, even more frightening. Trying to be going, what is even more frightening? You know what was real frightening? They are in power now. And we hearing all these things will come to the forefront, right? All these allegations and all the bacchanal and money and mismanagement and misspending and all these things, right? You know all what government do when they come out of power, when they come out of power.
Yeah.
So imagine, come 2020 when we vote out this PNM government, then we hear all the wrong things, all the thieving, all the things that went on.
But have you heard what dread about that? Look how much we don't hearing what's going on.
That was saying,
And there's things that we know nothing about. This government already spent in 3 years. They spent more than the last administration spent in 5 years.
Yeah.
But yet still they were saying that that administration was thieving.
Tiffin.
They were corrupt. So if the last administration were corrupt, and you steal more, no, sorry, let me rephrase that.
Rephrase that.
And you spend more than them in 3 years, there's nothing going on in Trinidad and Tobago. None of your ministers can come with a report of what they've done for the last 4 years.
Where the money gone?
Where the money gone? Because you ain't do anything, but you spend more than the last administration that was doing.
I want to know.
And we see what they was doing until you all
Yep.
and your supporters call them box drain government. You can't even be called the sweeping government. They say it's sweeping Trinidad clean. On each corner going Maracas and going Blandishes and Las Cuevas, you had to go on a corner with God because there's grass. Grass is about 8 feet high now. I never know razor grass could have reached that high.
Yep.
All in Laventille, your stronghold. The little 5 team at CPEP that they put
You
fighting to
you-
keep Laventille grass because you know what? When they done cut by Dose and reach wrong by Block 22, Dose grow back. When they do Red Hill and reach down to Chinapu, time they reach Chinapu, Red Hill grow back.
Goes.
Don't talk about Shogunas and places that is not your stronghold. Well, oh God, may God have mercy on these places in Trinidad and Tobago.
Goes. A guy come and spoke to me in the barber shop from Regional Corporation. He said, over 6 months now, them just going to work and sitting down because they have no material
Jesus Christ.
for them to work.
With more money spent in 3
He
years?
said the corporation is saying they have no money. The little bit of money they give to the corporation, right? They don't even have money to buy paint. He is working in the division where they paint the roads,
Jesus.
right? He said they chip up some money the other day. Hear them, man? They chip up some money the other day and buy.
Chip up, yeah?
Yeah, they chip up and buy 10 gallon of paint. He said I paid last 2 days.
What are you going to pay in the apartment?
Uh-huh.
You said 10 gallon here.
He said it is best.
Not 10, not 105 gallon here.
Right. You see, the corporation hired about 300 and something people. Just the other day, they're going to let go all.
But didn't I tell you that?
Because they have no money to pay them.
But the Prime Minister makes sure that he gets his
And he
money.
said, I just saw Laventille Regional Corporation. He said, you don't know for Port of Spain. He said, Port of Spain, all of everybody has boarding. They're not giving the corporations enough money to run.
So this is a Trinidad and Tobago.
So,
All the corporation are just making this announcement to y'all. Hold the strain. Next year coming, you get everything you want because election will be in the air. It is not new. The PNM do this from way back from Eric Williams time till now. When the time is coming near for election, black people in Trinidad and Tobago and their constituency and their community and the areas that is local government gets everything that they want.
show and play the voice notes. We have voice notes.
Good morning, heavy showing and ghosts. Imagine, under the UNC government, we hear them, PNM come and tell Trinidad and Tobago free education for all. But yet still, under the UNC government, Kamala and them build 106 school, right? Give the children free laptops. Give the parents book grant. Make sure that the children can be comfortable in the household. Take out the strain off our parents. And under this PNM government, who they claim started free education for all, right? Under Eric Williams. Free education for all. But yet still, the PNM today come and take away the book grant and make sure that the books on them is so expensive that people can't even buy the books on the book list without even giving you the free laptop. Imagine how it could be free. How free is that to the poor people of Trinidad and Tobago? Trinidad and Tobago people, please wake up to understand that these people are so feel that they're so smart and they're so intelligent to trick you into robbing the poor, robbing the poor, robbing the poor. They will not stop robbing the poor. How free is the education when your children cannot get the books and your children cannot go to school because their parents don't even get the book grant or don't have no type of support from the government in order to make sure that the education is free? How free is that, Trinidad and Tobago? Please make the right decision come next election and only dip on your finger. We dipping it for the rising sun.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Well said. And while you're saying that, you get my attention because you make so much sense. And we're going back now to the money that this government spent in 3 years. They spent more money in 3 years than the last administration spent in 5 years and 3 months. Now, listen what Brooklyn just said. You had textbooks that the government was giving. You had a grant that they was given to single mothers to help them to buy milk because $500 is no goddamn money. This government cut it. You had laptop for the same black people in Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody else could buy their own laptop to help the children. You know what the same black people came on the ANC? The right to take away the laptop from their children because they're only watching porn. Well, if your children only watching porn, you know that dunce you have that see you watching porn and watching porn too. But to the rest of people in our country, children, that was grateful for a laptop that the mother couldn't afford because they're working in somebody little kitchen, cleaning, cooking, and washing for the 1% that could barely make them pay rent. That is what Dr. Rowley loved. So when you sit down and put the maths together, and you say, hold on, the last government had work going on all over this country. They created a system that was allowing young, I must say this without any apologies, young black men to be entrepreneurs. Young black men had their own construction companies under the last administration. Any part of Trinidad and Tobago back then, from 2010 to 2015, you were seeing work going on. And the majority of the boards that was up, telling you who were the contractor, was African Trinidadians. Call a morning.
I was waiting for Ghost to finish his contribution.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Ghost to finish his contribution?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You take in front.
Right. Okay, I want to make two small contributions. I heard the caller just now, he was alluding to the fact that the past government had given the children free textbook, free computers, this, that, whatever, and that we should put them back into power. But caller, let me tell you something, I hear many people like you and other backs. And this government and the last government, they ain't no different. You see, anything free that was given is we taxpayers. Anything free that was given to the children. And yes, the laptop had issue with it because my stepson had one of the laptops. And I am a very fair and balanced individual. I think independent. And I could say there were a problem with the laptop. Right? And the next thing too, you have to remember at the time when these things were given out, these were election promises. We did not know how the revenue was because we just came out of a time under the PNM government where oil had dropped. So sometimes you have to analyze and ask yourself if this was a right decision by the past government. You also have to remember too that revenue from property tax, which was land and building tax, was not being collected. All that could have put a strain on the economy. That is why we are feeling it. We have been feeling it. Government come and government go, make a lot of promises in their manifesto, and when they come, they try to deliver it to the people. But you have to remember too at what cost will it cost the taxpayers on a whole? And the next thing too, why we the citizen heavy are asking you this question heavy? Because goes to me sound like a UNC, and I'm asking heavy this. Why the citizen must continue to fund school feeding programs for people, children who most of the time are working, and yet still you have to give them laptop. They already getting free medical. You understand? They already, now you want us to get them free book. It is time for the parents, especially the fathers, to step up to the plate. You understand? I'm not saying that we shouldn't depend on the government. And this government don't mean PNM or UNC. Whoever the electorate put there, time for we to step up to the plate. We are not paying property tax. And that is billions of dollars. Then we go and we put government A or B in position. They are not really taking care of our issue, which is our medical issues, our medical problem. We still have problem with that and other things. So I just wanted to make, and with respect to local government election goals, I think you need to really do a little more research to see exactly why monies are not trickling down to the councils. It is bigger than that. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you for your call. I want to address you with the
Check.
with the UNC sound like a UNC. I don't sound like I am one. And I makes no apology for it, because just as how you sound like a PNM. Because what I was alluding to is that you're talking about
answer my question.
Well, you'll do it after. You're speaking about the laptops and the free. My point
that was for me, That question
well,
was
well,
for
no,
me.
no. Well, my point was on that, because that's what I was speaking on when I allow her to speak. This government spent more in 3 years, and I really want you to hear what I'm saying. No matter how you want to put it, is for free and whatever for free. We blame the last administration for corruption and listening to you about the manifesto. What I am saying is this: that this government spent more than the last administration that we said was stealing. This government said that they will do a better job, but yet still they spend more and they did less. They haven't done anything like that.
Because what I was alluding to is that you're talking about
Hello, you're on. Load on your radio. Load on your computer. You sound loud in the background.
Yeah, we hear you.
Have a big delay. All right. A woman brainwash. A woman should brainwash.
Yes.
She understand that we pay health charge, but it's free. People pay health charge every time I get paid.
I want you to repeat that.
Right? I pay health charge for the past 12 and 6 years. About 18 years. I pay health charge. Right? I have people paying that more, and with that you're not getting nothing in the hospital. So that's right? Should be much, and then the oil and thing what we have in the country, they're supposed to help the people with it. That's why it has school feeding program and different things. But what go on with she brainwash. She brainwash, and she understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Them things are supposed to be for us. But what go on in the position and taking it for themselves. That's why they could waste money like that. They're just wasting money. You understand? Hey.
I call
All right, thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Mr. Field. Next caller.
Caller, you're live.
Hello?
Morning.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Let me make it clear. You see me? Nobody can brainwash me. And secondly, Mr. Ghost,
Yes.
I ain't no PNM, eh?
Well, you
I
called
think
you
last
labor
time
me.
you saw me, you know that. I ain't no PNM. And I'm not even no UNC neither. Right? When I call this program, it's because of my experience in politics and my experience in local government. right? Mr. Man, I ain't bring
Let
up.
me ask you a question.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Do you
Who
think
asked me this?
do you think we really need local government?
Who asked me this question?
Ghost.
If we really need local government,
Yeah.
you really want me to answer you?
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm giving you an honest answer.
All right.
No.
Thank you. And that's my sentiment also.
Right? And the gentleman that's saying how are we paying health surcharge? Mr. Man, please. Everybody paying health surcharge from the time you start to work. Right?
Right.
But you see, or I don't know why, you see, heavy, I just follow you, heavy. And I think after today, I can't deal with some of them people and them who don't understand. People need to give a different. This is a program where people could give their contribution.
That's why
whether
you
they
let me
like it
answer
or
she first,
not.
you know. Can't
Right?
we go down that road?
That's all right. That's all right.
Whether they like it or not.
Majorfield, can I answer the question that you put across to me?
Yes, darling, because I'm waiting on that.
Right. Listen off here. Right?
Wow.
Listen off here. Right? Hold up on the call, Ranks, because I want to talk to Ms. Jofield about the question she asked me concerning the laptops, the books, the book grant, the school feeding, all these things, right, are beneficial to the children of our nation. Ms. Jofield, in the League of Nations, in the wider world, in the union, in the where all the countries go to sign,
UN.
in the UN, our country had went there in summits and signed documents, right? In order to, all countries go there to sign international documents. And most of the time, these documents is about their people in their countries, right? Safeguarding the people of the country. And two main things they consider. They watch how our country rates, they rate our country by how it treats its children first and how it deal with the elderly people, which is the old people, right? So based on how you treat your kids or your children in your country, they watch certain things with regards to protection of children, if the children are getting proper education, food, health care, all these things, and it's elderly, right? So most countries, like our country, come up with plans and suggestions in order to help better the lives of children and old people, which is the elderly. Due to that, they will rate your country. If your country score high, you get a good grade. If score low, they send people to help you fix it. Now, I personally, Ms. Jofield, if I was Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you would have had to vex with me because I would have given the treasury to the people. Right? A lot of people, right, are institutionalized. A lot of us, I too was on that train, being institutionalized. To say and believe that the money in our country that we get from our natural resources, in order for we to get from it, we have to work hard for it. Whilst other people who are in power could take it and give it to who they want to give it to. Friends and family and financiers and all of that. Hear me out here. If Patrick Manning, Rowley, Iana Robinson, Kamala, whoever it may be, take money from the treasury and introduce plans to give anything. The laptop ain't bound to be working. It could be old laptop, second-hand laptop. There could be old food, not old food, but anything to better the lives of children, old people, or even the citizens, right? I have nothing bad to say about that. Right? Because we are not getting even 5% of what we're supposed to get from the natural resources that we get in this country. The money that we get in this country from our natural resources, nobody knows. It's a secret. Nobody knows how much money we make a year in natural gas. Nobody knows how much money we make a year in oil. Nobody knows how much money we make a year in pitch. We never know how much money we make. They tell us where they want to tell us how much to make.
We have ethanol and we have ammonia too.
Right? They come and say, oh, we make so much and so much in the last.
We always at a loss.
We always at a loss. But yet still, billions and billions of dollars spending in all kind of construction. Who tell us we need overpass by Valsane traffic light? That more important than beds and medicine in the hospital?
Uh-huh.
Right? That more important than education? That more important than feeding children to go to school? But are we to believe that the children should go to school hungry and we should build a bypass of billions of dollars to alleviate traffic? Right? Which one more important? A hungry child in a school or a road or a highway?
Or feeding those that already have.
Or feeding those who already have money.
Uh-huh.
Right? So don't misunderstand me, Joe Philip. When I come here, I come here to talk on behalf of country. Right? And I want all of you to know this. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't believe that you're not supposed to get nothing. And if you get something, it's a handout.
It is not.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is supposed to take care of its people.
And that's why you say you come there too.
We brought them in to manage our affairs, not for them to be kings and queens and we worshiping them.
Correct is right.
Right? Yes, we're supposed to get laptops. Yes, we're supposed to get food. School feeding supposed to be, them children supposed to be getting steak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm telling you? If I the Prime Minister and my child eating steak, everybody child in the country eat steak.
But even touch on the lady who still don't get paid and was still feeding children and they fired the woman for that.
Goes, if I carry my children, right, abroad to get health care, and I go myself to get health care abroad, then every single citizen in my country had to go abroad to get health care.
Ah, because you ain't better than us.
This is what I'm saying. We have to take away that worshiping mentality.
Yeah.
We worshiping politicians.
That's why I say the hell with them.
They're supposed to be worshiping us.
Ah! Say it again.
We are the government.
Oh? We are the honorable ones.
Right? We put them there to do the work. And they're not working. I'm not about PNM or UNC, you know.
Yeah, it's about Trinidad and Tobago.
Right? What I give UNC kudos for, right, is that when they are there,
they give us hope.
They take care of their
Yes.
own, they take care of certain things.
Yes.
Because they understand that in order for them to grow, they have to get.
Yeah.
And seeing that they are a minority like us, we get when they get. You know that?
No.
Yes?
They don't want to know that. No, they don't want to know that.
Why we believe that we don't deserve nothing? The good brainwash we, nobody.
Only those who have deserve.
No, I try to tell everybody here. All are we in Trinidad and Tobago. All are we get brainwashed now. All of we was in the matrix. But it's up to you to take the blue pill or the red pill and come out. Because we believe, everybody in Trinidad and Tobago believe, right, that they don't deserve nothing. They try to push on with truth, and that stupid boy yesterday was talking, Kerwin was talking about that. You know, they try to push on with truth now. In order for you to get anything here, you have to work hard. But whilst you working hard, if you want to buy a piece of land, they're putting obstacles in the way that you wouldn't get it. If you want to buy a house, it's easier to get these things in another country than it is to get here.
Yeah.
If you want to open a business, you have a good, brilliant business idea, and you make a nice business plan, you go to the bank, and you're telling me you want $1 million to start a business. They're turning you down. They're taking your plan and they're giving it to somebody else.
A white man.
And next thing you know, woo, you see your business, somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
How you get
that?
Is that fear? Is that fear, Trinidad?
Every day is something you always say. The playing field.
The playing field is not level. Don't ever believe, don't ever get it twisted here, people. Don't ever believe that everybody here have equal opportunity in the playing field level like this.
That's bullshit. You hear me?
That's crap.
Bullshit.
Wake up. Wake up.
But we don't believe when we get blank in the bank is we fault, you know.
Yes. You don't understand, right? That the bank have a hidden paper that you don't see. When it is teach the loan officers, right? When they tell you bring job letter, bank statement, this, that, bap, deed, wherever, they tell you to bring a whole set of documents, right? It's for them to analyze you and build a case file around you, right? And when they build a case file around you, what you don't know, right, is that they're going into your history. Yeah. They're going to see when you shop so, when you went and buy so, and how your spending is and all these things. You don't know that. You feel you can get a loan just so? It's that people don't even go in the bank. They call, pick up the phone. Yeah, this is so.
Oh,
yeah.
I can tell you about that.
$1 million borrow.
Yeah. When you want to have it, Mr. So-and-so?
$1 million in the account right after before the phone hang up. The million in the account.
And they call you back and let you know, eh?
They don't even want to show the ID card. You are telling all your boy.
Mr. Samuel, we already arranged $1 million, right? So let us know if we can help you any further. Okay?
That's right. And they don't want to have a cent in the bank.
Nope. All because of the name.
Trinidad and Tobago, the playing field is not level. It has some people getting the ball right in front of the goal post with no goalkeeper.
No goalkeeper.
Right in front, just before the line. You see the little line in front of the goal post.
They don't want to play too far back because you might
they don't even want you miss. Right? And then they have you quite to the other end by the next goal post.
Trying to score.
And
two goalie.
They put about 10 goalie in front of the goal.
And a whole line.
Yeah. Right?
And if you happen to score, it was offside.
It was offside.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid.
Repeat it.
No. I want you to understand something. I hope Miss Jofi was listening yesterday. And if she wasn't listening yesterday, I want to go back to Qatar. I want to go back to Qatar. For those of you who wasn't here yesterday, go on YouTube. Let me see if I find it.
But Heavy, you could even go and tell them about Libya.
Yep.
You the one show me what Libya make me went in to look at Libya.
Libya
that America put down this man as one of the worst terrorists
in the world. Right? Go on YouTube and type in Qatar. I go tell you the correct name of the thing you're looking for.
Propaganda is a dread thing, you know.
Yep.
Gaddafi was a
Why is
man.
Qatar the richest country on earth? I also want you to go on YouTube and type in Gaddafi.
Yep. That's what it is.
Gaddafi the man. And see how he transformed Libya to one of the greatest African nations in the world.
And he used to sleep amongst his people in the desert.
He was sleeping as a leader amongst his people in the desert. As a leader.
Yep.
You feel Rowley coming and sleep?
Hell no.
You feel Rowley going?
Hell no. He even walking through Lavantil. Much more to sleep. Heavy look, you want to have a cold in Trinidad and Tobago? At 0+?
For those of you who wasn't here yesterday, in the video, we played half the video yesterday. We didn't play the entire video yesterday. Go home after the show and watch the video Why is Qatar the richest country on earth? Qatar is a small island just the same size of us, just like us. Just off the coast of Saudi Arabia. An island, with just among the same amount of people as us, a little more or a little less. Qatar was a colonial nation just like us, run by the British. Qatar, 75% of Qatar is desert. Which means nothing can grow.
Zero.
Nada. The only thing growing in Qatar is cactus. Right? The people of Qatar used to survive on fishing. Catching fish in the sea because they're an island. So their main export was fish. Qatar was one of the poorest countries on the face of the earth. Poorer than us by a mile. By hundreds of miles.
Oh.
Whilst Qatar was poor and run by the British, Trinidad and Tobago, was also run by the British.
And filthy rich.
We had oil, bauxite at the time. Like back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
We had oil, bauxite, sugarcane, cocoa, and we had pitch.
Yeah.
We wasn't into natural gas yet because we didn't know about natural gas.
Yeah, we don't tap into that.
When that gas come out the ground, we used to let escape.
Just burn out, you know.
Yeah, just blow it out. You didn't know that was expensive.
You know my
years we just let natural gas just go away. We let billions of natural gas just fly, go in the sky.
And all that was lack of vision again,
Lack of vision, you know. Lack of
vision again, you know.
Okay.
All right.
Right? We got our independence from England.
Or they give it to us. Hey, let's take that. 1962.
In 1962. Qatar, the poorest nation in the world, got their independence in 1971. That's a whole 10 years after we don't get independent already, right?
Yeah.
All that time.
Long enough at 9.
Yeah.
You them
but 9. But
they will call you and tell you.
Yeah. 9. All that time we still have oil, gas, sugarcane, cocoa.
But we were ahead, boy. You can't see us.
Qatar can't catch you with a
Qatar was in a hole.
Yeah.
There was in a hole about 100 feet down under the ground.
Right?
So now them had to find a way to get out of the hole.
Right? We already out of the hole. Right? In 1989, Qatar discovered oil and natural gas.
So they now reach on top of the hole with a little old car.
Yeah. They now discovered oil and natural gas. We done
go on with a rocket. We have a rocket.
We done on the moon. We done on the moon already. Trinidad and Tobago done on the moon, eh?
They now get old car.
Them now know about oil and natural gas. They didn't even have a pump to pump up the oil.
Oh yeah.
1989. In 2019, Qatar is the richest country in the world.
How the hell that up?
And we have people here that poor, suffering,
homeless,
can't get food, homeless. Qatar, the people of Qatar don't go to work.
And you want to handout?
They don't know what my work. Let me tell you where's a handout they get in. Let me tell you the handout they get in. They get a check. Not even they get a check in the mail. Just for being a citizen.
Just for being born.
You're born in Qatar, money in your bank, money in your hand. Because the government of Qatar had vision. The government in Qatar love its people.
Correct.
There's nobody in Qatar working. Everybody that's working in Qatar is contractors from other countries of the world. The doctors, the nurses, the garbage man, the food. Everybody who working in Qatar is from other countries. the biggest skyscrapers in the world is in Qatar. The city of Doha, which is the capital of Qatar, the name of car, they have the old line of cars right now, luxury cars. You can't afford, Trinidad can't afford to buy one of them cars.
We not even making wheelbarrow.
You know why? Because they take the same oil and gas that we have, the money, and invest it in the people, invest it in buildings and things all over the world.
Oil and gas that we had 40 years before they know about it.
40 years before they know about it.
The truth is unbelievable. The truth.
Say that again. I don't
They had the same oil and gas. They get it 40 years
after
us.
And look the state that we.
And look the state that we and look the state of them.
Them is the richest.
And them is the richest country in the world.
So all sit down and tell me.
So all they tell me what we do now. What did we do wrong?
Feed self and friends and family.
We take the blasted brainwash that we have to work hard. Why is they take the money from the oil and gas and give it to the friends, family, bad spend it, thief it, thief it, thief it, thief it, thief it again, thief, 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 give to friends and family, give to the 1%, thief, 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 give it to want to build, give it to, what the man name who built the thing in Canada?
Hold on.
O'Halloran thief, this one thief, that one
the
thief,
gas
the gas racket.
When they made you one dead,
the thief more. Why is we citizens suffering?
Yeah, and say we supposed to suffer.
We don't even have a 25-story skyscraper in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Eh? We supposed to have a bridge going from here to Tobago and one from Tobago to back to Grenada and one from Grenada to Venezuela.
We supposed to drive anywhere we want.
Anywhere we want to go. We supposed to have thing under the sea. We supposed to have a rocket ship going to the space. Qatar not supposed to be better than we.
No. Hell no. 40 years behind? How the hell a country at 40 years behind a rich, oil-rich country come and pass them 40 years ahead without 40 years even reach yet? 40 years in reach yet and them 40 years ahead of us.
All Qatar did was take the windfall from the gas and the oil that they got.
Oh yes, and they invested outside too.
And invested in real estate, in buildings, in Europe and America and China and all these places. That's all they did. They made investments. And the return from the investments build their country. Right? The money that they got, they put it into investments. They put it to use. They didn't steal it.
Yeah.
The man who in charge of Qatar didn't take all the money and say.
He could have done the same thing.
And he could have done the same thing that we're doing here.
He care about his people.
He care about his people.
The truth is unbelievable. The truth is unbelievable.
So why we here playing PNM and UNC, Indian and African? Talking a set of crap.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid.
Talking a bunch of shit.
And believe that we don't deserve nothing.
Yeah, and we're looking for handouts.
We had to work hard, we were looking for handouts.
And the government have no rights to give children books and feed them. And you listen to that?
Hear me out here. Just go on YouTube and type in why Qatar is the richest country on earth. They will give you the history of it.
Don't forget.
And where they are today. And type in Gaddafi, the man. And you go see what Gaddafi did with his people in Libya. And why America went in there to make sure he looked like a tyrant.
You know, if you had never told me that, I had put this man down as a rebel.
Yeah.
It's when you told me that 91.9, you said, Ghost.
Go.
Gaddafi was a great... I said,
Gaddafi was a great man.
A great what?
Yeah, you are great what? Yeah, because we buy the propaganda of the United States.
Yes.
Yeah. We buy that propaganda of Fox News and CNN and all them. All that crap. Hook, line, and sinker, we buy that. Right? They say read the comments. So go back up in the comments and read it.
All you wake up.
All I can go, get them the numbers.
Goes, this is something I believe we will have to leave for next program, maybe Monday. But do you know why Trinidad and Tobago digitalize the birth paper for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Heavy. People talking about oil and gas and natural resources in Trinidad and Tobago. But do you know why Trinidad and Tobago now join the game of digitalizing your birth paper? There is billions of dollars that is making for that number you see on a birth paper for every human being that born and get a birth paper and live till they old and die.
Wow.
There's millions of dollars that the government is collecting for that, for you with that number. It's been happening all over the world. It's been happening in America for years. It's a number that they use in the stock market, and we will continue that on our next program.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Pull up the chat.
Remind us on Monday.
I want to read the comments. Yeah, go up in the comments. Come on, go up. Right. Okay, something there. Well said, Heavy. Jeffrey Logan is saying, well said. Dave Locks is saying, talk. Jeffrey is saying, oh, Dave Locks. Dylan, DJ Lyndon joined. Jenny is saying, well said, Heavy. Exactly. We deserve better. Exactly, Heavy. Level the playing field. Yes, Heavy, we are the government. Damn straight, Heavy. Yes, Heavy. I too was brainwashed, not anymore. Cathy Jofield is saying, Heavy, you are very controversial. I did mention about the health and other needs of the citizens. So how come you go there with me? How can people dialogue and exchange differences of opinion when they being banded of political activists or the good? Yes, I didn't ban it.
You see how they change wrong things. You just went on.
I just went on.
Yeah.
I just went on how I was going with the talk.
I think her basic thing was like the handout thing, and you just take it
this wasn't about you.
Yeah, this wasn't about you.
Right? I was dialoguing to everyone.
Yeah, don't take it personal.
Don't take this personal at all, Ms. Jofield. Right? I welcome your comments. Right? Actually, I feel that if more people log in here with different views, I might be able to change them. But it's like this, Ms. Jofield. If you are told from since you are a baby growing up, right, that the first 3 letters in the alphabet is A, B, and C, don't it?
Yeah.
Go if I ask you what's the first 3 letters in the alphabet.
A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. Show if I ask you what's the first 3 letters in the alphabet. If I ask anybody in the chat, what are the first 3 letters in the alphabet?
A, B, and C.
They will say A, B, and C. Right? And if you call in here and say Heavy, and I come in here and bother, no, ABC is not the first 3 letters in the alphabet, and you call in and say Heavy, ABC is the first 3 letters in the alphabet. And I bother, no! You might take offense to that, because you might think Heavy is a madman. But then I went on to tell you, I too was taught that ABC is the first 3 letters in the alphabet. But due to my research, I found out that the first letter in the alphabet was I, V, and X. That's the first 3 letters in the alphabet. I, X, and V. I want to ask me, Heavy, how come I, X, and V can be the first 3 letters in the alphabet? I say, go back to Egyptian, on the caves of the pyramid in Egypt, in the ancient of time. They were using I, X, and V, and then the Romans take it and it's called Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Back in the ancient of time, the alphabet had started with I. And then they go say, yeah, everybody, when they really check it,
now out of the box.
You're now out of the matrix. You understand? Because you were taught A, B, and C is the first 3 letters in the alphabet, and I now enlighten you. Right?
Someone taking that, you know.
But it's up to you to take that.
Yeah.
Right? But don't be offended because you were saying A, B, and C, because I too, before I knew, was also saying A, B, and C. You understand? And all that, what Miss Jofi was saying, right? I too, at a point in time in my life, had believed that. I had believed that we don't deserve nothing. I had believed that we shouldn't be taking my money and spending it on these people. But now, I fully understand. And I could come here and talk and explain to you what is really going on in our sweet Twin Island nation. So don't get offended, Ms. Jofi. And if I offend you, I apologize. And I am just here to educate.
And I believe the reason why she get offended is that you didn't deal with the things that she said that was no good. And she said that the things that she think that we don't deserve.
Yeah.
Like free, like free textbook, the laptops and all these things. And if she had understand what you try to show her when it comes to Qatar, that the citizens of Qatar don't work. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that we shouldn't be working. We shouldn't be working. Just being born here. And that is what happened with Qatar today.
Yep.
Qatar, a country that was 40 years behind us. 40 years. Ms. Jofi, I just want you to think about this. 40 years of oil and gas and ethanol and ammonia, sugar cane. We had everything that this country had to offer the citizens of this country. Not those that we put in charge. Not those that we put to take care of our affairs. They look after our affairs and steal from us. Ms. Jofi is like, you have a business, you hire me to do the accounting. And when I do, 1 for you, 2 for me. 1 for you, 3 for me. 1 for you, 4 for me. And I hope this enlightens you what I'm saying. That is what the government doing. Yep. And it scared me sometime when you all said that UNC and PLM is the same. To me, it could never be. And I make no apologies for this. What I saw in 5 years, and I add up what happened in 40 years, I could never take God out of my thought and say they're the same. I can never say that I'll be deceitful. For the things that I see happen in my constituency of Laventille under the last administration, for the things that I see happen in Laventille and Mova when we used to tote water on our head, Ms. Jofield, it mightn't be something big for y'all, but when Pandey came, water for all.
Let me ask you something.
Heavy is one good. Heavy testify to this. This is, if nothing in life made Heavy happy, I'm going to tell you this. Pandey Water for All made Heavy the happiest camper from Laventille East.
And I got that, right? Wanted to vote for UNC and still couldn't.
And still couldn't vote for them.
And still couldn't vote for them.
After you get water.
After I get water. Right? After years of toting water.
Oh, you start thinking, man.
Start
thinking.
And I like how everybody eyes opening up. And I want all the call in. I want all the call in and give all the contribution. Tell me all the things we're doing wrong. What are we doing wrong in Trinidad and Tobago? Right? I fed up every time I talk being branded at UNC or being branded at a brand. I want to take these labels off of me.
I like what you say.
Take them labels off of winner. Right?
No, but remember, it's a scapegoat thing.
Yeah.
It's a kind of scapegoat.
All I take the labels off.
They won't say, wow, these guys and them is for country. Because regardless of what, if we highlighting the good that we see and the bad that we are seeing, you honest to God in your heart, your God, anyone only, whatever you believe your God is, will sit down here today and tell me that the last 5 years and 3 months was worse than this 4 years? Or was the same as this 4 years? When you see nothing happen in your country that stands still, everybody's upset. Everybody in this country for the last 4 years is on edge. The most murders, the most women ever get murdered in our countries in this last 4 years. The most children die in our countries in this last 4 years. The most murders in daylight is in this 4 years, and you really will sit down there as whichever God you serve and say that? Nah, somebody be wrong with us.
I want to tell you something. Monday, I wanted to challenge me. Challenge me. Monday, when I come in the show, put up any problem in the chat that all feel that we need to fix in Trinidad and Tobago, and I guarantee you I have a solution for it.
You hear that?
Challenge me. Put up any single problem. Put up unemployment, put up health,
Crime.
put up roads, crime, put up challenge me.
Whatever you have on your mind.
Wherever you have on your mind, wherever hurting you and you need to fix, you find wrong in Trinidad and Tobago, right? That need to fix corruption, the constitution, culture, anything. Put it up, I tell you.
We have a phone call.
And I will get a solution. I have a solution for it. I guarantee you.
And you know if you have it, they have it, eh?
Good morning, sir.
Call out your live.
I'm calling from United. Good morning.
Morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and
we
clear.
are here loud and clear.
Yeah, man. I'm calling from United States.
Hey, welcome.
You know what it is? You know what it is going wrong in that country?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. I'll be honest with you. The government only care about themselves. They don't care about your children, my children, or anybody else's children. Wow. All that they need to do is enriching themselves, and they don't care whether you eat grass or you drink dirt, or they don't care about that. If you check back in the history, way back down from 1956 or whenever they had, I was born in 1965, and I left Trinidad in 1993. And the reason why I left Trinidad in 1993 is because I couldn't get a job. I went to school, I have good education and everything. I came to the United States and I became a truck driver because that was the thing that made the most money. Yeah. And sometime when I come back home, which I love my country, you know, I just love my country so much. I missed it. But you know what? I have a better life here. I have a family here. And sometimes I'm sorry for the people to see how people don't have an understanding to come together. Because if the government really understand, the people have the more power. Because the people put them there. They didn't put the people there. The people put them there, and the people could afford to take them out. So they should have a law stating that, you know what, if 2 years pass and the government is not doing anything good for the people in the country, the people should protest and put them out. Get them out, like how they had it in Puerto Rico. You know, this is really crazy what's going on with the crime situation. Yesterday looking at something on the video, 2 guys just jump over a wall and go and rob some people in Sound or somewhere there. That's not right. And then the government don't want to give citizens firearms to defend themselves. But a criminal could go and kill you, and then they're going to take 30 years to find them guilty. So, you know, that's my contribution, my man. Thank you very much. And I listen to your program.
Thank you, Shed.
And I really, really, you know, I'm happy. I listen to you on the internet now.
What part of America are you calling from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey? New Jersey, share it live. Man. Share, tell your friends, and tell everyone to listen to you.
Man, I share everything. I listen to Philip Edward Alexander. Because, you know, one thing, I'll tell you something, one thing. You know where Barataria Senior Comprehensive built?
Yeah.
All that was agriculture land. Yeah, you understand? My grandparents and them own a lot of that place out there. And one day I remember back in the 70s, I think it was in 1975, 1977 or somewhere around there. They came one day after my grandfather planted his stuff. And when he came home for lunch, they graded away. I was about 11 or 12 years when they grade the whole place down. You know, understand? They just graded down. And it took my grandfather maybe about 15 years after to collect about $40,000 and stuff. Wow. And that wasn't right. They do anything what they want to with the people, man. The people have to wake up and stand up for their rights. And then that country going to be a loving country, because you can't study who is African or who is Indian. And one quick thing before I go, I used to work in a blood bank part-time. And you see when people want blood, they never care if it's African, Indian, Chinese, a dog, a cat, a lion. They wanted to save themselves. And they will do anything to get their life back in order. But that's what people have to do. The way we party, we don't vote that way. We look different. Yeah. And you know what happened? Is their children are suffering. They're not thinking about their children and their grandchildren. They're only thinking about what is good for them, and the government is not giving them anything. If they look how the government is eating and drinking, Basi Pandey eating nice and drinking nice, Kamala eating nice, Rowley eating nice, Chambers eating nice, Kamal, all of them eating nice and drinking nice. And the people now, some people don't even have a galvanized to put over the head over the night to save themselves. So, my man, thank you, man. I love you guys, and you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you.
And let me tell you something, man. I like Philip Edward Alexander. I listen to him all the time. I like his policy.
Yeah.
You know, it's time for a change to get somebody new, fresh. We're in a different generation, different time. People waking up. So you have a great day, man.
Yeah, man.
Caller, I want to
thank you.
I want to thank you for taking that time out and giving us one of the greatest contribution up to this day that we have received.
Yeah.
I really
thank you, man.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, man. Because I used to go to school up in Mover there, up in Mover Lavanti Junior Sec. When it just opened, I was the first set of students went in there. I have a lot of friends in Chumakak and
well, I'm from Chumakak.
Picton Street, all up on the hill up there. I know all up in the back there, all up in Navadiri and all something like that. I've been around all there. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, my man. You take care.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot. You know, Heavy, my heart go out to my country. And I really want to thank you for taking that time out. We have another call. Caller, you live.
Ghost and Heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brothers.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So I have a question for you guys. So we've established the fact that there is problems with the pain. Right?
Yeah.
My question to you is, was there problems in the former party?
Yes.
There was problems there. Can you tell me at all any party that has passed through the PNM, UNC, NR, once they were government, and there was never a problem and issue or some form of corruption?
Caller?
You're going in and out.
You went in and out. Just repeat the question.
Well, basically what he's saying, if there was any government that was in here, NAR or the UNC,
that didn't have a problem.
Didn't have a problem.
All had problems.
And you see, caller, I might sound biased on this one, right? But the other two government that came in met problems. So even though that they had problems, it's like it become like a norm.
Ghost, in order to find out, all government comes in and have problems.
They had problems.
Here why? Right? You see that first 30 years of uninterrupted,
Say it, I will repeat that.
Course.
I want them hear you good. Somebody was opening the fridge. Repeat yourself.
You see the first 30 years of uninterrupted rule by Eric William PNM government administration is there where all the problems start. All the problem that we are having now started from there. Right? Eric Williams stayed in power too long until he thought he was God.
Yeah.
Right? Until he feel he cannot do what he want. Right? And he make us believe that every decision that he made was right.
Caller, live.
Hold on, I'll let Heavy express.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. You done call already.
Go ahead.
All right. Hey, man. What you're saying about the PNM and Dr. Williams rule for 30 years, I totally agree with. There was no different point of view on the running and the going on.
Caller, your phone keep breaking in and out. I don't know why you keep going in and out. Just say one place. Like your internet given.
No.
Oh, yeah, we on speakerphone?
Yeah. All right. You hear me better now?
Yes.
Right. Go ahead.
All right. That uninterrupted time you talk about, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. However, I am of the opinion that the problem is beyond that. And the problem is, where does the government or the government that is trying to take over a reign of country find this money to campaign? because they all have a campaign budget by law.
Yeah.
And if you look at the money that they spend on the campaign, just to go for a councillor, it's way past the budget.
Yep.
So where do they get this money from? And understand where the corruption starts and goes from there, and why politics and politician and good just doesn't go together. Don't matter who goes in power there.
Right.
I agree with you.
In order to take over the throne, you have to be just a little bit more corrupt than the last one.
Okay. Take up in the corner. Right? All this get fixed with constitutional reform.
But the government told us that it was about to do when they get office.
Wait. In the words of Basio Pandey, Trinidad and Tobago will never reach its true potential as a nation unless we have constitutional reform. Right? Constitutional reform basically means we have to change how the country is being governed. Where politicians right now have a leeway and loopholes to just feed and eat. And this is why I say it all began in that first 30 years of Eric William. Eric William, who wrote the Constitution, right? He and Ellis Clark sat down and wrote this Constitution and put it in such a way that they will be the end and the beginning and edit all of everything, right? It's only later down in other governments you bring it. You see things coming like state boards and things like things that help safeguard the money in the treasury now, right? And procurement legislation. When all them things wasn't there before, what was going on? They could not do and say what they want.
Still do it.
You ought to understand, right? In that first 30 years of uninterrupted politics, where Eric William made himself a god in this country, right? People was not questioning him. They wasn't questioning his methods. They wasn't questioning what if he did anything wrong. When he removed all the big oil giants from here, which was Shell and Texaco, not Texaco.
Texaco.
All them big oil giants was here
Texaco was here.
in Trinidad and Tobago, all the big oil companies, and he removed them and he run them, right? We thought it was a great thing.
Yeah, we did.
Right? What we didn't know is that was one of the biggest mistakes we ever made.
Yeah.
And he did that because he didn't want the country to open the eyes. He didn't want what we call fair business. He wanted a monopoly.
Fair trade, yeah. He wanted control.
Control.
Yeah.
Right? And at the time, everybody agreed with him. Yeah, we don't want them.
Yeah.
That was the beginning that ended all of Trinidad.
Wow.
Right? Now, in our days, now we're talking, I'll take you back to know where we come from, to know where we're going. Time running out. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we got to deal with this Monday.
Yeah, we'll do this Monday
because I have a lot to say.
This is very heated, and I like how you draw that. You see that talking about when Texaco and Shell and all them was here?
Yeah.
That is something that we never discussed,
No, we never discussed
After
that.
Eric run them, that was never discussion,
Nope.
We thought we did the right thing. There was no more fair trade.
Yeah, I remember
everybody. It become a monopoly,
You know, everybody thought at that time in Trinidad and Tobago that
I was a little boy, I thought so too.
Watch, Eric was the brightest, most intelligent man on the face of the earth.
They said that, but not really.
I know it wasn't true. But we
that was another lie,
Of course that was a lie.
Why do you think he banned smoking Michael? They know all his faults,
Watch the propaganda was real in them time, And it had no social media. It had no
media.
No media. We had one TV station and that came down late in the 80s.
And then used to shut up at 6 o'clock.
That's right. And they was controlling everything. So
then 12 o'clock at midnight, no more TV.
You control what the people eating and drinking in the mind mentally. You control everything. Anyway, people, we gotta go until Monday. We're gonna be back here. We phone lines are working. I wanna thank every single body for tuning in right here. I wanna thank the callers. I wanna thank Miss Jofield. I wanna thank my partner from New Jersey. Even the last guy who called, I didn't get your name, but I want to thank you still. The
guy who
last guy who
the
talked.
last caller.
He brings some interesting
thank you.
topics to what we're going to talking about. And call back Monday, we're going to deal with this in entirety. And I want to thank all of you on the chat, Asking Williams, everybody, the whole chat, those of you on YouTube, on Facebook, share the live. On behalf of my director, DJ, plus Showing Ranks, plus Ranks Entertainment, yours truly every time saying, blame the system, not the people. And I'm going to turn you over to my co-host, Ghost.
Thank you, Heavy. I want to thank you again. I want to thank you so much for giving us this time to come into your space. We can't do this without y'all. So we're asking y'all, please share and like. Let us get the message across to all Trinbagonians all over the world to come home and help us make a better Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, boy. Today was a great day. I want to thank you, Trinbagonians in Trinidad and Tobago, for tuning in. For those that is nighttime, evening time, morning time, all over the world, I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Heavy. I want to thank Showing Ranks. Ranks Entertainment. Like I always say before I leave, young men, put down the guns. You can have a better future, and let's make a better Trinidad and Tobago and a better world by extension with love. Let's share the love.
Dealing with political and current issues in society. The truth is unbelievable. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. only on Ranks Entertainment.